The Scanz breakout window provides an easy solution for traders trying to create intraday momentum scans. You can set up the breakout scanner in minutes and get live real-time trade alerts throughout the day. Let's start walking through a few of the steps. In the top left, you can choose which markets you'd like to scan. I'm going to select all of the markets, but you could limit your scan to specific markets like NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. Next, I'm going to choose the type of stocks I want to look for. Once again, I'm going to select them all, but if you'd like, you could create scans for specific types of securities or ETFs. Next, you have the option to add some filters to your scan. These filters can be related to stock price, volume, trades, and a few other options. For my particular scanner, I want to find stocks that are over $1 and under $100. I also want to make sure they have at least 1,000 trades on the day, so I know they're liquid and may make for a great trading opportunity. Next, you can also choose some other settings. For example, you could show an alert's description, you could limit the amount of recurring alerts, and you can create a scan for watch lists only. I'm going to leave these empty for now, but this can be a great way to backtest your scans because it has this button here that says load all alerts from 9:30 a.m. So if you're creating this scan after hours, it can give you a better idea of what may show up when you're actually trading. Last but not least, you have the option to scan for watch lists. So if I wanted to be alerted for specific stocks on a watch list I created, I could select those watch lists here, and the breakouts window would only show alerts for stocks that are on these watch lists. Once you've chosen your settings, you can choose which type of alerts you'd like to see. We have new highs, new lows, price breakouts, volume breakouts, and block trades. Let's start with the new highs. You have options for which type of new highs you'd like to be alerted to. For example, if we select day high, we'll be alerted every time a stock hits a new daily high. If we wanted to take a longer term alert, we could choose 20 days and 52 weeks. You'll want to keep your selection somewhat limited here because a few of the alerts may be redundant. For example, if you select both 5 days and 10 days, you may get a bunch of extra alerts that you don't need. Next, we'll go to the new lows. Under new lows, we have the same options. So I'll select the daily low, the 20-day low, and the 52-week low. The next option we have is price breakouts. The price breakouts are breakouts of moving averages. So if I select a 5-day price breakout, I would be alerted every time a stock crossed its 5-day moving average. And this is particularly beneficial for traders who plan on trading for a bit of a longer time frame, such as swing trades. And it can also help you identify key areas of interest on the daily charts that may also allude to great intraday price action. I'm selecting the 5-day moving average, the 20-day moving average, and the 60-day moving average. Next, we can add alerts for volume breakouts. Once again, you have the same daily options, and this will alert you to breakouts of the average daily volume. So if I choose a 5-day volume breakout, the scanner will alert me every time a stock crosses above its 5-day average volume. I'll create an alert for the 5-day, the 20-day, and the 60-day. Lastly, you have an option to be alerted to block trades. A block trade is an abnormally sized order that goes through. So for example, if on Apple stock, the average order size is 100 or 200 shares, and an order comes through for 10,000 shares, that may allude to some interesting price action that may be coming down the line. This may be institutional orders, or it may be a sign of someone loading up on a stock. Within the block trades alert, you have options to show the block trades, and then you have the option to create custom block trade parameters. For example, a 10,000 share order may be significant for a large cap stock like Apple, but it's a pretty normal order for a penny stock. In this area, you can choose the criteria for block trades based on the price of the stock. For example, if a stock is priced between 001 and 002 per share, I want to be alerted when there's a block trade above 5 million shares. I can also go in there and add my own custom block trade definitions. So I'll say if a stock is priced between $1 and $5, I want to be alerted if there's a trade over 50,000 shares. This means that the trade value was between $50,000 and $250,000, so it's pretty significant for a stock of that size. Once you update these, your new definitions are set and you'll be alerted to block trades that meet your criteria. Once we set up these parameters, the alerts will start flowing in. We can organize these by time to ensure that the alerts come in real time. So you'll notice this stock just hit a new daily low, these stocks just crossed their average volumes, and these alerts will flow in real time. You can add and remove the columns here by right-clicking on the header menu and choosing which columns you'd like to see. For example, I like to add the count column so I can see how many alerts were triggered during the day. For example, if the stock is hitting its first alert of the day, it may not be that interesting. Whereas if the stock is hitting its 13th alert for the day, there may be something going on there. As you see the alerts start to come in, you can begin to tweak your settings to make sure you get them exactly how you want them. For example, if you see a lot of redundant alerts coming through, you can change your settings to limit the amount of recurring highs and lows. You can also choose to take away some of these settings you may have set here. Once you're happy with your settings, navigate to the left-hand corner and click the Save button. This will ensure that every time you open the Breakouts window, you'll load up the same settings you had when you created your alert settings. Another exciting feature of the Scanz Breakouts window is that you can have multiple windows open at a time. In this particular window, we're showing all alerts in one specific window. We can also separate these alerts into other windows. I'm going to go ahead and open up another Breakout scanner. Notice it loads my exact settings because I saved them. But this time I'm going to make a few different tweaks. In the top Breakouts window, I only want to be alerted to new highs, so I'm going to deselect all of these other options. Now, this window will only show me stocks that are hitting new daily highs, 20-day highs, and 52-week highs. In the bottom window, I'm going to set up a Breakouts filter for new lows only. I'll deselect all of my other options. And now this window will only show me alerts for new lows on both the daily charts or 20-day lows and 52-week lows. When you create multiple Breakout scanners, the possibilities are endless. For example, we provided an example where you could create two scanners, one for the new highs and one for the new lows. You could also use this for different stock types, or you could create a Breakout scan to scan your watch list to make sure you don't miss out on any action in the stocks you follow. To get started, load up the Scanz platform, click on the Breakouts window, and start building your own Breakout scanners.